Have you ever dreamed of bringing the epic stories of the Bible to life in a way that captivates millions? What if I told you that you could create stunning 3D animations of biblical events, even with zero experience, and potentially go viral? Stick with me, because in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to give you the exact step-by-step blueprint to do just that. We'll be talking about turning stories like David and Goliath or Noah's Ark into breathtaking visual experiences that resonate with a modern audience. First things first, let's bust a myth. You don't need a Hollywood budget or a degree from Pixar to get started. The key is to start smart and use the right tools. The very first step is choosing your story. Don't try to animate the entire book of Genesis right away. Pick a single, powerful scene. Let's use the story of Jonah and the great fish as our example. It's dramatic, visually interesting, and has a clear beginning, middle, and end. Think about it. A raging storm, a man thrown overboard, and a massive sea creature. It's perfect for animation. Once you have your story, step 2 is creating a storyboard. This is non-negotiable. A storyboard is like a comic book version of your animation. It helps you plan every single shot before you even touch any software. You don't need to be a great artist. Stick figures are totally fine. Draw a simple box for your screen. In the first box, draw Jonah on a ship with some wavy lines for the sea. In the next, draw the sky getting dark and the waves getting bigger. Then, a shot of the sailors looking scared. Then, Jonah being thrown into the water. See, you're mapping out the visual flow. This will save you countless hours of frustration later. For our Jonah story, you'd want to plan shots for the ship at sea, the storm brewing, Jonah's argument with the sailors, the moment he's tossed overboard, the appearance of the great fish, and him being swallowed. Now for the exciting part. Step 3, choosing your software. This is where people get intimidated, but don't be. There are incredible free tools out there. The #1 recommendation for beginners and pros alike is Blender. It's a completely free, open-source, 3D creation suite that is unbelievably powerful. It can do modeling, animation, rendering, everything you need. Another fantastic option, especially for creating realistic characters quickly, is Reallusion's Character Creator, an iClone. They have a free trial and are designed to be user-friendly, allowing you to generate and animate characters without complex rigging. For our project, let's assume we're using Blender. So you've downloaded Blender. What's next? Step 4, finding your assets. This is the secret hack that will make you look like a pro. You don't have to model everything from scratch. There are huge online libraries of 3D models, many of them free. Websites like Sketchfab, TurboSquid, and CGTrader are treasure troves. You can search for ancient boat, ocean waves, or even cartoon whale. For our Jonah story, you could find a model of an old wooden ship, some realistic water textures, and a stylized fish model. Spend some time just browsing these sites. Download a few free models to get a feel for what's available. This approach lets you focus on storytelling instead of getting bogged down in technical modeling for months. With your assets downloaded, we move to step 5, building your scene. This is like being a director on a virtual movie set. Open Blender and import your models. Import the ship model and the ocean plane. Position the ship on the water. Now, think about your camera. Just like in your storyboard, where do you want the audience to be looking? Place your first camera to get a wide shot of the ship on a calm sea. Then, you can add another camera for a close-up on Jonah's face. Setting up your scene is all about arrangement. Think about lighting, too. For the calm before the storm, use a bright sunny light. For the storm itself, you'll want dark dramatic lighting, maybe with some flashes to simulate lightning. Okay, your stage is set. It's time for step 6, animation. This is where your story truly comes to life. Animation in Blender works with keyframes. A keyframe is like telling an object, at this point in time, I want you to be here. Then you move forward in the timeline, move the object to a new position, and set another keyframe. The software automatically fills in the movement in between. Let's animate our scene. Start with the ship at frame 1. It's in one position. Go to frame 200 and move it slightly forward. Now when you play it back, the ship moves. For the storm, you can animate the water to become more chaotic. You can animate the camera to shake, giving that feeling of being on a turbulent sea. For Jonah, you'd animate his character model being picked up and thrown over the side. Then, you animate your great fish model to rise from the depths and swallow him. Start simple. Animate one thing at a time. The ship, then the water, then the characters. After all your animation is done, we hit step 7, rendering. This is the process where the computer takes all your 3D information, your models, lighting, and animation, and turns it into a final 2D video file, like an MP4. Rendering can take time, depending on the complexity of your scene and the power of your computer. In Blender, you'll go to the render settings, choose your output format, select where to save the file, and hit render animation. Go make a cup of coffee, because this might take a while. It's always an exciting moment to see your final polished video for the first time. But we're not done. The final and most crucial step, step 8, is sound design and editing. A silent animation is only half the story. You can find royalty-free music and sound effects on sites like the YouTube Audio Library, Epidemic Sound, or Artlist. For our Jonah story, you need the sound of gentle waves, then the roar of a storm, thunderclaps, shouting voices, a huge splash, and maybe some epic dramatic music. Import your rendered video and all your audio files into a simple video editor like DaVinci Resolve, which also has a powerful free version, or even CapCut layer in the sounds. Add the music. This is where the emotional impact is created. The right sound at the right time can give your audience goosebumps. So, let's recap the 8 steps to viral Bible animation. 1. Choose a single, powerful scene. 2. Create a simple storyboard. 3. Download a free tool like Blender. 4. Find pre-made 3D models and assets online. 5. Build your scene by arranging your assets and lighting. 6. Animate your objects and characters using keyframes. 7. Render your animation into a video file. And 8. Add powerful sound design and music. The key to going viral isn't just technical skill. It's about telling a compelling story in a fresh, visually stunning way. People are hungry for high-quality, faith-based content. By following these steps, you're not just creating an animation. You're creating a ministry tool that can reach people you'd never meet otherwise. Start small, be patient with yourself, and have fun with the process. Your first project might not be perfect, but you will learn so much. Your second will be better, and your third might just be the one that everyone is sharing. The world is waiting to see these timeless stories through your eyes. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this guide helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe for more tutorials, and share this video with someone else who wants to bring the Bible to life. Now go start creating.